Welcome to the land of long live play, where greatness is always waiting. Welcome to the PlayStation Experience. I'm one of your hosts, Delvin Cox, and with me, as always, is the Platinum Princess herself, Miss Haley Nicole Miller. How you doing, Haley?
Is it September yet?
I wish. Also with me is the Lord and Savior of PSVG, Lord Snurts. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm all right. Getting over a cold, but hanging in there and happy to be podcasting again.
Yeah, we're finally back, and it seems like we're back like we never left. So that's a good thing. We're rocking and rolling and rocking. I don't know what else I want to say. I'm back on the podcast. I guess that's a good thing.
Yes,
Yay.
yes, it is.
Yay me.
Hey,
We welcome Delvin back. We missed you, buddy.
You guys did great without me. Donnie looked really good in this first chair. Take it over. He's not going to allow that. So
it just happened to align too with him buying a new PlayStation 5, which I thought was just very fun timing.
Oh, very much so. The memes I sent him about that. Oh man, I also like the old host better.
Yeah.
I've been going for like 1 month, and the whole font looks different and weird to me. It's like, where am I doing? It's fine. Haley, what you been doing? What you been up to? What you been playing?
Well, I've been watching season 4 of The Boys, which is really good. No, I won't spoil it for anybody. It's very good. You can definitely tell that they're ramping up to end it since season 5 is going to be the last. Except Amazon has the opportunity to do the funniest fucking thing ever. Because it's an
Cancel the show.
No. He wants to end it at 5 seasons. Does anybody know what happened the last time you wanted to end a show at 5 seasons?
No. Why would I know that?
It went on for 10 seasons more. The last you wanted to end at 5 seasons was Supernatural.
No. See, what they should do is they should just cancel it. Just immediately cancel it. Leave all the cliffhangers out there. Piss off all the fans. That works perfectly. That's how you do that.
Yeah. It's very good. And you can definitely tell that he's trying to get as many Supernatural cast members in there as possible.
Why?
Because he's got Jeffrey D. Morgan. He's had Jensen. He has Rob Benedict in this season.
I don't know who all the people is except Jeffrey D. Morgan.
Yeah.
You know who
Negan?
Yes.
Yeah, you know who Negan is. Of course you know who Negan is.
Negan.
Yeah.
That's the only person I know, Negan.
But it's a good time, and I'm excited for a new episode this week. Game wise, I've been playing Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus through PlayStation Classics. Man, that resolution is something to be desired.
Yeah, going back to some of those old blocky games can be a challenge.
But this is the thing. It's the emulator, not the game. Because if you look at the PS1 classics that are on the service, they're up-resed to 1080p and run in 16:9. These PS2 classics that are brand new to the new emulator run in 4:3 at 480i.
No, I see.
Why?
Genuine question. I got no fucking answer for you. It's real fucking stupid. Also, there's no it's one of the earlier PS2 games where they randomly decided that you have to play the game with inverted sticks. There's no way to change it at all.
Oh, that's strange. I mean, I'm an invert guy myself, but why would you force that upon people?
Fuck you and your kind. That's what I have to say.
Wow. Prejudice.
The hate and prejudice is strong on this podcast.
Anyways, you can go in. There is a setting in the emulator itself to change controls, but the game itself does not have an option to change stick layout. It's weird.
I mean, that's been around for some time.
Yeah. Well, it's a fun time, and I beat the first area and got all of the achievements for it. So, and then I'm in the second area now, trying to get all of those trophies. so this is a different list than the PS3 remaster. Like they've added some new trophies, and they're all different ones. They force you to play differently a little bit. Like one of them is use the level where you have to use a barrel without using the barrel.
No, I don't want to do that.
Challenging.
Stop making me do shit I don't want to do.
Okay, but hold on. Fun fact: all you do for that one is enter the level and exit the level, and the trophy pops. You can't get through the level without the barrel. You literally can't. It will because the barrel is to stop darts from hitting you as you go through an area.
Sure.
And in Sly 1, you die in one hit. So you can't cross the carpet without the barrel. So you literally turn it, enter the level, exit the level. That's how the trophy pops.
That's a
I don't know if
trophy.
that's exactly. I don't know if it's like brilliant or stupid. I don't know what it is because I kind of like it because it's out of the ordinary. There you go. Combination of the two. Every once in a while, games does something weird. Like I remember on the Sega Genesis, the X-Men game, you had to hit like the reset button to get past a certain mission.
That was awesome.
Yeah, but like it, I don't know. Getting a trophy by quitting, I could see that being humor, especially if it has something like Quitter or some kind of funny.
Well, to be fair, I only discovered it. Yes, Donnie. Yes. I only discovered this after beating the level the normal way by using the barrel and everything. But I've also been playing Dragon Age Inquisition.
Nice.
Oh, the game I never finished.
I am replaying it in the lead up to Veilguard, which I'm very excited for. I am
never touching that game again.
Yeah, I know. I know, Delvin.
I've told this story on here multiple times, and I get angry every time I think of it. I got so Snurs, you never heard this story.
I don't think I
got to the point in the game where I was like close to finishing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Save got corrupted, lost everything.
Oh, screw that.
100-something hours in fucking Dragon Age.
Which also, by the way, is a real pain in the ass because even if Delvin were to try and replay it, which he's not going to, and nor am I going to ask him to, the game does this thing where it was released at the time where a lot of games were like, let's keep our players playing. So it's got this built-in mechanic in the game that stops you from progressing. And I say stop loosely because all you have to do is complete objectives in the game to get it. But there's what's called the power mechanic, which you need to advance main missions, right?
Okay.
The next main mission I can take on, I need 15 power for. I have 7 right now.
And how do you get more power?
Closing rifts.
Deserves all that power.
Closing rifts that have opened due to a story reason. Helping like doing side quests, completing requisitions. It's all stuff that you can do naturally in the game. You don't have to buy it or anything. It's just they decided really weirdly that some stuff is going to be time gated. Oh, I've also made the game way harder on myself. I turned on a bunch of the trials that were added with Trespasser. That's a
why?
Because there's trophies for them.
What kind of mess
gotta get that fix? I don't care how hard it is. I need that trophy.
I do, yes.
Absolutely not.
One of the trials is called Even Ground, which just makes enemies the same level as you or higher. So like you never advance in power scope. So
no, that doesn't sound fun at all.
It's interesting. One of them is called Grizzly End, which just it literally promotes grizzly bears to be a tougher enemy.
Not bad.
That's funny. That's funny. I like it.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm having fun with it. And then I just started right before I hadn't had a chance because of work, but I just started right before we started recording. The first of the 3 episodes released as the Night Springs expansion for Alan Wake.
Oh,
more Alan Wake for you. There you go.
Is that game good yet?
Yes, it's very good, and the DLC is good as well.
Okay, one day I'll go back to it.
But also, I want to point out the DLC is incredibly jarring tone-wise because you've played Alan Wake, and it's like survival horror, basically. And then you go into this, and it's like, hey, here's 173 shotgun rounds, and your shotgun has an automatic fire mode.
That's cool.
That's a little bit more action.
I gotta tell you, Smoking Joe, fuck off. And the whole State of Massachusetts can fuck right off. Just thought you should know that, Smoking Joe.
Yeah.
Only other thing I've been playing is Diablo 2. We're still level 82. So
Diablo 4.
Same
know what I
thing.
mean.
You play one.
No,
Diablo,
well, I wasn't
you play
sure
them
if you
all.
went back to Diablo 2 because they had that.
I don't own Diablo 2, nor do I
Oh,
currently
my
have
bad. My
my
mistake.
Diablo 2.
Why would
Okay.
you go back to? Why would she go back? To
I
that
made the
trash?
mistake of buying that trash, and then like as soon as I lost a loot item because I died and forgot to go back for it, I was just so pissed. I was like, "Fuck this game and its outdated mechanics."
Yeah, not playing that garbage. I'm
No.
over it. Diablo is one of those games that once you get the new one, you don't need to play the old one anymore. Just throw in the garbage.
Yeah.
It
Just
is
take the disc on.
very much
It's the same
case.
game every time.
Yeah. I'm never like, oh, I need to experience this class 2 games ago. You know,
No, absolutely not. No way. So, Snurch, what have you been playing? Have you also been watching The Boys?
no,
Let's hear it for the boys. Let's hear it from a man. Oh, baby, you know Romeo. I can't remember the rest of the song.
That's cool.
Great
I was
song.
just waiting for you to. I was just letting you go, man. Go. Let
Whoa.
you.
Oh, let's hear it for the boys. Why didn't they use that song for the TV show?
Licensing.
It can't cost that much for that song anymore.
Who's it by? Who's it by?
It's who is it? Who owns it is more important. The
Just
question.
Dixie Ladder song? I don't remember.
I watched Godzilla -1 for the first time.
That movie's fantastic.
I can't believe they made a kaiju-like movie where I actually care about the people. Usually my biggest complaint of those movies is why are there so many people? Get the people out of the way. Why aren't there monsters and robots fighting each other of some sort?
Denise Williams, by the way, made the song.
The Transformers problem, where
Correct,
they literally
100%.
went, people will not care about this movie if we do not have human characters.
Yeah. I mean, we did not need any human characters. In fact, like if Megatron showed up and in the first scene killed all the humans, that'd be probably the best Transformers movie ever.
I agree. And also, I love that song, by the way. That's why I know it so well.
Nice. Ready for the karaoke, man. Let's hit it up. Let's have some good times.
I'm down.
I just also, as a history major, appreciated the post-war look of Japan, and
it's so dope.
Mental and character arcs are phenomenal. Like every single character has an arc, and it's satisfying with the payoff. And they did Godzilla.
I appreciate that Godzilla's not goddamn friendly to humans.
Yes. Yeah,
like
and he looks like Godzilla.
Yeah, he's not like, hey, human, let's hang out and be buds. Like, no, fuck that. He's a monster. She's probably not really give a fuck about you. It's a very stark contrast to the Godzilla Kong movie that we get in the U.S.
Yeah,
where it's just like the Fast and Furious with dinosaurs.
Pretty much. And I like those movies. Like Kong Skull Island especially is one of my favorites of that MonsterVerse series out there. I haven't seen the most recent team up one, but it's kind of like dumb, like turn off your brain. Don't really think about it too much.
How if we make Kong look more awesome?
Right.
Fucking Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, I mean, by the end of it, he's going to have Mjolnir and Cap's shield and, maybe a repulsor blast from Iron Man,
Yeah, it's going to have all the Avengers weapons.
Right. And, just Godzilla -1. I was just very, very impressed with that film and its storytelling.
Does that include Black Widow's pistols?
Yes.
Of course.
He has that in his back hip just in case he has like a Die Hard moment and he needs to like pull it out and get the bad guy, right? And then he had a bow and arrow, but he left it at home because fuck Hawkeye, no one cares.
Enough time has passed. Like the Avengers really didn't need Black Widow and Hawkeye.
No, not at all. In fact, I kept waiting for them to die to like motivate the team.
I still think the best Hawkeye moment is the SNL skit where it's like, you brought this many arrows and killed. I killed 12. I killed 12 people.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I also like the SNL skit where they're like, "Hey Tony, how come we don't get armor?" Like even Thor's like, "Yeah, I don't really need it, but I'd like it. It'd be nice." And then Black Widow's like, "You know what I could do with armor?" And then what if okay, so that's fun. good old SNL. When they're funny, they're funny, and when they're not, they're awful.
I agree.
So I did my homework. I got an assignment from Donnie and Haley about to play that Astrobot demo, and I did like a good trooper.
Demo, excuse you, sir. It is more than a demo.
Showcase.
It is an experience.
Technical.
It's a pack-in game. It's a full game. It's just a pack-in game.
So it's an experience.
It's
an orgasmic experience, Snurds. How dare you defame Astrobot and call it a mere
I
demo.
would not put Astro as an orgasmic experience. I'm just saying.
I mean, you do jerk the controller a lot.
That is true.
Yeah.
Orgasmic, Haley.
It's adorbs. I'll give you that. It's very cute. I mentioned on the last episode that I don't like platformers, and I'm being more nice, Dev, even though I tend to agree. It was very cute. It's very well done and polished, but I do not like the motion controls, especially with the frog and the monkey. And Donnie, this is why you always play with a towel next to your controller, just in case.
Yeah. Don't need the PlayStation controller sticky.
You know, it was cute. If the new game is like free and there's some kind of overarching plot that ties everything together,
it is not going to be free. I can tell you that.
Some kind of like meta thing. No, but eventually, like years from now, I might give it a shot. I can see why people like it, but it's definitely not for me.
How dare you? It's a great time. It's a fun platinum too.
It's cute. I'll give you that. I just like that monkey, like trying to get it up the fucking thing with the like just moving the. Can I just hit a button? Can I just hit up?
The monkey up? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the monkey up. I'm trying to like get the frog
to spank
over.
The monkey?
I'm trying to spank the monkey, slap the frog. You know, like
that's how it goes. Sometimes you got to get up and spank the monkey.
Right. So I don't. So I don't regret spanking the monkey, but I'm definitely over it. I knew Donnie was gonna get super pissed, and I knew Dev would be like, it's trash, whatever, kick rocks, move on.
There you go, Donnie.
I was waiting for that. And the other thing that I've been playing is Horizon Forbidden West. I went ahead and got that excellent deal. Came with the deluxe edition for $40, worth every penny. And Great Caesar's Ghost, it's a gorgeous and massive game. It is so pretty.
Yes, it is.
It has all the like Ghost of Tsushima stuff where there's like always shit floating in the air, be it butterflies or little like petals or something to that nature. It's fun to dive back into this world. I'm glad they had a recap because I forgot everything that happened in the first game outside of
more games should have that, by the way.
Yeah, no, I really did appreciate it because I knew loosely it was like, oh yeah, it's like post-apocalyptic societies and there's like this Gaia program and whatnot. But that's about it. I remember by the end there was some kind of resolution, but there's still like some ominous thing in the discount. Yeah, and so
that's not happening.
It was a fun recap. I just got past like the first what I call like the introduction section where the game opens up and you get to go pick whatever zone you want to go to find the next three.
Hold on.
MacGuffins.
There's like 2 points in the game where like you could consider it an introductory area. Are we talking like the small little area where you're essentially in a city for the first game for like 5 minutes at the start, or after you're in no man's land and then move forward?
After you're in no man's land and you move forward, when you get Gaia and you get your new objective, you know, that basically highlights how the rest of the game is going to be.
Okay.
It's fun. The combat is as solid as ever. The toys and weapon variety is fun. The villain enemy variety is great too. Having a blast, which is great.
Have you found the toy bow and arrow yet?
I haven't found the toy bow and arrow, but I did find the little wood sculpture of the 2 dwarves from God of War.
There is a purpose to finding. There's 3 of those collectibles, by the way. If you find them all, you get a very cool collectible.
Okay, nice.
And it's a useful collectible as well. So.
Oh, okay, sweet. And it's one of those games where I feel very like I keep zigzagging, I swear, in the same area to try to get all the things that I can. And I'm wondering if I need to be a little bit more aggressive and just kind of go out there because they're constantly telling me like, you can't go to this area yet. You got to find something else to unlock this item and whatnot. But it's been fun. It's a very enjoyable game. And it was nice to I thought I was much further along in the story than I was when that kind of opened up. And I was,
game is huge. Just say it. Game is huge. And I'm sure since you got the deluxe edition, you also got the DLC as well.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably be playing this for the next few months.
It's cool.
I mean, even because I was 6, so I had like a lot. I put probably like 20 hours into it, already.
What level are you?
25 or something like that. Like
Okay.
I'm way higher than I need to be for the missions. Is there a level cap? I haven't looked that up yet.
There is. With the base game, the level cap is 50.
Okay.
At which point you started earning what are called ghost levels. And then with the DLC, it increased the level cap to 60, at which point you start earning ghost levels again.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Have you played this one, Delvin?
Yes, I beat Forbidden West.
Nice.
It's really great.
But
I didn't play the DLC.
Yeah.
I probably need to get back to that eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it was just such a great deal that I couldn't really resist.
Hold on. The odds of Delvin getting back to the DLC for Horizon are about the same as Delvin getting back to Baldur's Gate 3. Just saying.
Yeah, no, this is what Delvin does. He announces he's going to get into
it'll probably be higher than that, way higher than that. Well, both for both games, but I don't have my PlayStation at the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody listens to PSVG, they know the whole situation that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I'm moving, and as I'm moving, one of the first things I took to the house is the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
At one house I have the PlayStation, one house I have the Xbox. So when I have a chance to play either one of them, which seems like I'm so busy at the other house, I don't have a chance to play the PlayStation. I probably should have did that the other way around. But no, I'm playing Hellblade 2, so
there you go.
The right way. But yeah, just been really busy with that type of stuff, so I haven't really had a chance to play it. So once I get it in the house fully, then I'll probably be able to get back into some gaming more and all that stuff.
How is your move going?
It's going okay. It's just a lot of stuff to go with it. Everything, the whole process of moving and getting rid of stuff and figuring things out and trying to just settle in and looking at things and realize I need to get this, I need to get that. It's just a process. It's going good.
Yeah, moving's always a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Especially in this situation it is. But yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been playing, and from the sounds of it, it's what I'll be playing for the foreseeable future.
For the next 9 years.
I did play a little bit of the Multiverses, but kind of got over that real quick.
Yeah, because they busted it.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's so stupid. I played like 6 games, and half of them had somebody drop. So when you have a online fighter, it's kind of hard for me to say you're doing a good thing when you're not. Even though I did like playing as Jason Voorhees, they have like this cool move where you can put somebody in a sleeping bag and drag them around and smack them around, which is pretty neat. And does
the sleeping bag get as bloody as it should? Because it's Jason.
Right, exactly. Well, you also can't like roast it over an open camping fire either, so that's kind of like a missed opportunity. And another attack that he has, you can actually like charge up and slam a foldable bed against your opponent, which if anybody has seen the movies, those are 2 like iconic deaths or murders that Jason does to those dumbass teens. And it kind of sucks, man, because we my Friday night movie game night, and we're kind of tired of Hell Divers and Back for Blood, and we thought maybe Multiverses would be able to fill the void, and not even close. Do better.
It's a shame the Friday the 13th game is dead. So
yeah,
there you go. Yeah, that could be more fun, I guess.
I figured Multiverse wasn't going to be what it was supposed to be, so it doesn't surprise me. Unfortunately,
the beta was better.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. And I had hope for that game. I liked Nickelodeon's Brawl, a lot, and I felt like Multiverses should have probably been more of that. It just seems like no, it just doesn't work. Seemed like they took it away to bring it back a lesser product.
Yeah, and to be full of grinding.
Yeah.
I mean, I expected a little bit of that with the free-to-play game, but this was egregious, and the menus are terrible. And
Very.
you know, I could tolerate terrible user interface if I can actually fight and complete a match. You know,
There's
it's
that
a
part.
shame. It's a shame because it's good cast of characters. It seems like a waste of IP.
Yeah, great cast of characters. I think it's
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
a
Weird
who's
weird
who of
matchups
characters.
too. You know, like the Agent Smith and Velma versus, you know, Superman and that weird dog from Adventure Time. You know,
But you mean
Jake.
Jake?
Jake. Yeah, there you go.
How the fuck do you not know Adventure Time?
Because I don't watch Adventure Time.
Snurts, if there's any show that you probably should be watching,
I know. I've heard
It's,
this.
it's
many times.
Adventure Time.
Yeah, I know.
that is a
John
Snurts ass show.
My
I know,
favorite is
I've
when they
heard.
do the random episodes where like they switch perspectives and it's Fiona and Cake instead of Finn and Jake.
Did you watch the show they made of that, Haley?
I haven't. None of that stuff airs here. I haven't even been able to watch My Adventures with Superman because I can't buy it on iTunes, and I'm not paying $12.99 a month for a subscription service with ads to watch it.
Wow.
Canada strikes
Canada's
again.
just terrible. I feel like everybody keeps telling me to move out of Florida. You need to move out of Canada.
Hey man, I literally just had my boss go, "Hey, hours are gonna be really light for July and August." So yeah, you know that's a shitty situation.
yeah, like go
So-
sell dope or something.
I was
Good
gonna
luck.
say, what's the side hustle?
Yeah, go sell some crack. You know,
Yeah, take a page
Sell-
from the mayor.
Sell pictures, sell pictures of myself online.
well, that
Hey,
might,
hey.
you might make a quick. You
I
might
was just gonna
make some
say,
money off
Haley,
of
you
that.
never know.
Hey, you never know. Hey,
Uh,
I mean, yeah.
no,
Hey.
at this point, I think I'm gonna have to sell my
OnlyFans
Xbox
is
since I'm
very
hardly
popular.
using it. Yeah, I know.
You just
Probably gonna
sit
have to
there
sell the
playing-
Xbox since I'm not using it really. So
nah,
unfortunate,
you're better off selling
but-
your picks. You'll get way more money for your picks than that Xbox. Nobody wants
if
that.
you're doing it right, make sure you get paid for those
Nobody
picks.
wants that thing. Xbox, Microsoft done fucked that up for everybody. Killed
Yeah.
whole momentum.
Yeah, but then they have this showcase, and it's kind of like I'm so topsy turvy. You know, it's
I watched that show. I watched some of that showcase. The whole thing, I kept thinking the whole time, okay, when is all this stuff coming to PlayStation?
right. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah,
This is good. This is gonna be great on that giant PS5 over there.
yeah.
Oh my!
I was just overwhelmed with the amount of games that came out, like through all the showcases and it was an avalanche
I
of
like the
information.
games. Games look great.
Yes,
I'm a huge State of Decay fan.
I mean, Fable looked amazing.
Fable looks amazing. They have some great stuff that I want to play. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I mean, I want to play all that stuff too, but who knows where I'll be playing it? So
Yeah. All right, let's get to some news. Snurch, you want to start off with this first news story about this thing that we've already talked about a little bit, but we can
Yeah.
probably get into some more or ignore it completely.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the only reason I bring this up is because I know Haley's a fan of Sly Cooper, and so the PlayStation game era, which is now not only back in the PlayStation Store with some upgrades, but it might also be free for some PlayStation Plus subscribers. So, is this the same version that you were playing, Haley, or is this something different?
Yes.
yes, it's free for anyone who has PlayStation Plus Premium.
Okay.
Or Sly Cooper itself is $10. And that's the cheapest of the three they released because Tomb Raider is $30.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought $10 seemed pretty reasonable for a PS2 game. But
Yeah.
then you mentioned that it looks terrible.
It's not that it looks terrible. It's got this weird artifacting going on because it's running in 480p in
Okay.
2024 on a
Right.
8-inch television that's like running with VRR on. So
Is that similar to like when I play my Sega Genesis on my TV? I have to have like it go through whatever that's called, so like the graphics actually work.
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah,
I mean,
it can cause some
it-
fun issues.
it runs well. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not like sorry. The PS5 version runs well. The PS4 version has its own issues going on where the game is actually running faster than it's supposed to on PS4. So you get this weird like not even just artifacting, but like some of the button prompts don't work right because they're moving too fast.
Yeah.
Like Delvin might remember this. There's a boss fight in one of the areas that's literally just essentially Dance Dance Revolution, but as Sly. And the button prompts come at you too fast and you can't like do anything, and it looks really stuttery. So it's weird.
That's awful. How are you going to play a game if you can't do button prompts? I mean, how does it even make it out?
You don't have to worry about it. That's for the poor people who still own PS4s. All you poors who have a PS4, you want to fix that problem? Go buy a PS5. You broke bitch.
Go buy a PS5 to play a PS2 game.
So this is their grand strategy to get people to finally make the jump to 5. Yeah.
We're gonna make
Sly Cooper.
Anyways, yes, the Tomb Raider game also runs at the same resolution and in the same 4x3 mode for $30.
Interesting.
$30.
So it's even more expensive crap.
And I don't know what the Star Wars game costs. I didn't look that up, but I do know that like the Tomb Raider game shows $39.99 here in Canada, so it's $30 in the US.
I mean, if EA still owns that game, it's probably $60.
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Fucking, it's interesting. It's a fun time though. So it's a short game too.
This doesn't get me excited though, because this is something we've talked about for a while. You know, like bringing back these old games to a modern platform. They're going to sell like hotcakes, but not if they look like this, or not if they play like this. I've never played Infamous. It's something it's on the bucket list. I've always wanted to play it, and at this point, I'm just kind of like, hey.
Okay, but see, the thing with Infamous, though, is that Infamous was released in PS3, so if they actually put it on the console, it would run properly. It's not gonna have artifacting or anything because it was released in HD graphics originally, so it's not going to have like this weird upscaling issue.
I see. So it's only like PS2 era or PS3 era?
It shouldn't even be the PS2 era because literally the PS1 emulator fixes all of this shit.
Huh.
Like there's an emulator for PS1 games, then they still release games for it, and the games run in 1080p, and they work fine, and the rewind feature works fine. You can save state, same thing you can do with the PS2 emulator, but for whatever reason, the PS2 emulator doesn't upscale the games. It just runs them in 480.
That's so weird. I don't understand it. I'm not on the, I know enough of tech talk to kind of like nod my head and pretend I understand. And
like I do all the time.
Yeah. Well, and I don't understand why this is so hard. Like especially when you're already saying that there is something out there that already works. So why aren't we using the thing that works?
And there are people who make these things work on a computer.
Right. They get
PC versions
and they run way better. And by the way, my favorite part is that they've had PS3 emulation working on PC for years, and PlayStation seems to give zero fucks.
Yeah, it's get somebody on it. Just pay a minimum wage and have them work on this. I don't know. Well, yeah, the only reason, yeah, I know. And in other news, PS5 Discord update. This is exciting for me. No longer will I have to use my phone to connect to Discord to connect via my PlayStation. I could just do it directly. Yay, technology! Well, I haven't tried it yet.
Shit, no way.
I was because the Friday night game night we have most of the guys are PC bros, and I'm the only idiot on Sony.
You got a bunch of dev Tysons, which over there, huh? PC nerds talk about teraflops and shit.
And we would use
like
Discord.
An awful group of people.
I used the Discord voice chat feature through PS5 to PC once. Fucking no. My mic sounds like a potato going. Yeah, my mic sounds like a potato going through it.
Interesting.
I would rather just join the Discord call on computer and not use voice chat through my console. Literally.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, it's been fine for me, but I mean, maybe my friends were just so drunk and high anyway that we don't even recognize whatever.
Probably
it's that kind of game group. But just one less step is nice. Not having to have the phone out, not making sure the phone is charged. Because I did have a moment where my battery died on the phone, and it was like, what happened to everybody? I'm like, oh, it's me. Woohoo! So I just hope this new feature works.
You made the Mario noise when it happened?
Yeah, I was so excited.
It's me, Mario.
It's me, Snurts.
Yeah, it's a Tekashu. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yeah, and I personally love Discord. It's something that I've grown to use more and more, especially joining the Play Some Video Games Network, and it's just fantastic because you don't have to rely on the game being connected. Because so many times, like the game drops or you're in between levels, and your voice chat would be interrupted. And now with Discord, it's just there, and if it works, fantastic. And if it doesn't, I'll complain about it next episode.
Well, to be fair, the last time I used it was when it was in beta, and it wasn't really working well, and it would constantly drop me, but still.
Yeah. I mean, I would be doubtful if my friends would put up if my mic quality didn't sound, at least audible.
They don't care. They're high.
I'm usually the only high one, to be frank. Well, actually, Louis, yeah. All right. About half of us. Half of us.
Like 80% of us.
Yeah. It's like last night, we were like, what are we going to do? I don't know. Let's use the jukebox level of fucking zombie game again. Okay, fine.
Oh,
yeah. And we've had fucking, as I said before, Summer's Game Fest, Xbox Showcase.
Hey,
sorry, Haley.
Bypassing a story that I put.
Sorry.
You're gonna just skip over Haley's story. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sorry, that's Haley. Haley, you've talked enough about Dragon Age.
Yeah. Sorry. The reason I put this in here is because this actually touches back to something Devil mentioned earlier, where you said more games should have a previously on section of the game, right?
Yes.
So Dragon Age, the Veilguard, which, by the way, can we take the out of there? It should just be Dragon Age Veilguard, not Dragon Age the Veilguard.
How about a Veilguard?
That's a story for later. Anyways, the game is set 10 years after the events of Inquisition, and will allow you to make choices from previous Dragon Age games in Veilguard itself, as opposed to using the previous way of transferring choices, which was Dragon Age Keep, which is, man, that was a pain in the ass to use. So for anyone unfamiliar, Dragon Age Keep was released right before Inquisition, because obviously you couldn't transfer saves from like a 360 or a PS3 to the Xbox One and PS4 at launch for some of that stuff. So they released Dragon Age Keep to allow you to make choices from previous Dragon Age games so that your Dragon Age world state reflected your previous choices from the previous games.
That's correct.
They did something similar with Mass Effect in that comic book between
1 and 2. That's different. That comic was specifically released because if you remember at launch, Mass Effect 1 was an Xbox exclusive and Mass Effect 2 released on PS3.
Okay.
So that's why that comic exists.
Yes.
That was released in the same gen, but the comic exists because Mass Effect 1 did not exist on PlayStation until later. Like, it was way later. Like, even before Legendary
Mass Effect Collection
came out. Yeah. So it's interesting to see that they're getting rid of Keep and just going to have you make those choices in the game. When you create your character for Veilguard, you'll also create your Inquisitor and be able to make choices for the previous games. So,
okay.
I realize that I've never played in the Inquisition, and it keeps making me want to do that Mel Brooks song, The Inquisition.
I like it. I saw one here earlier, so you might well sing. Go ahead, knock yourself
out. No. No one wants that. The Inquisition, what a show! The Inquisition, God so good. Is it worth going into? I played 1 and 2. I just, for whatever reasons, I think probably because I didn't have a platform to play it on. 3 just kind of sailed by.
Let me ask you this question: do you have a life that you want to live?
Yeah.
I mean, my life has a lot of video game time in it.
There's a lot of it. There's enough time to play it. Then go forth and play it. But it's a long game.
Is it like Forbidden West long? Like
it's long. It's longer. Let me put it this way. A standard, not even doing all the side stuff or DLC playthrough of Inquisition takes 50 to 75 hours.
Yeah, it's a biggie. Exactly. Okay. All right.
And then if you add the 3 expansions, so there was Jaws of Hakon, The Descent, and Trespasser. That takes it up to about 100 to 125 hours. And then if you're doing all of the companion side quests and everything, you can get it up to 140 to 175.
Exactly.
Or I could watch a 30-minute YouTube video that recaps all 3 games.
But then you can't make your own choices.
Yes. Yeah. But well, actually, isn't that what this feature is that you're talking about?
I mean, you can, yes.
You can.
But
also,
the point is that you would have. I think Snurks would have a fun time with Dragon Age.
I'm sure I would. I like the first 2 games.
Great game.
I'm a BioWare fan.
I am too. They keep fucking me over, but I'm still a BioWare fan.
Yeah, they've had some hit and misses recently, but I mean that Legendary Edition for Mass Effect was fire for me. I played through that twice.
I still haven't had a chance to go back and play Mass Effect 3 from it yet, but that's because I fucked up one of the companions' loyalty quests, and so they died in the suicide mission. So I started the New Game Plus in Mass Effect 2 so that they would live, so that I could just.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Yeah. Being a BioWare fan must be how it feels to be a New York Knicks fan. You know you're just gonna lose every year and year, but you just keep hoping to get back to that point where you won something. I keep waiting for my Mass Effect 2 moment, and it hasn't come yet. So I'm just gonna sit here and be sad.
That's a high bar, though. It's a very high bar.
Mass Effect 2 that's my game.
Yeah, it's I've never done the full suicide where everybody dies. Like I want to win.
I watched it on YouTube.
Me too.
And it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's
a really well-made bad ending for a game.
Yeah, it's really good. Another game that does a super decent bad ending is Until Dawn, which I want to point out that I keep seeing people go, why are they remaking this? Well,
AKA Donnie's ending. Donnie's ending is kill everybody.
That's Donnie's ending in any game like that. He got so mad at me when I managed to save everybody in my first playthrough of The Quarry. He literally was like, you ruined the movie.
Yeah, he's like on his Michael Jordan fuck them kids trip. Like, all of them guys.
I like how he's so upset too when he couldn't kill somebody off. He's like,
oh yeah. Well, no, The Quarry. So both The Quarry and Until Dawn do this stupid thing where specific characters can't die until set moments in the story.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we talked about it, maybe not last episode, but the one before that.
I think all of them do that.
Well, yeah, yes and no, though, because other times you could fuck up and like really injure a character to the point that you think they're gonna die and you don't know it, right?
Yeah.
But stuff like Donnie was saying, The Quarry, he tripped over over a log deliberately, and like, oh, he's gonna get me now. Nope, I'm in a bush. He can't see me.
Good times.
It's a weird. I like The Quarry. Platinuming it would be hard though because you have to make like real specific choices. So
yes, Quarry's fun. It's a fun game.
And anyways, my original point about why Until Dawn is being remade, it's because there's a movie coming out. So,
how that's gonna work out?
It'll have, so I believe it's going to be the same story, but it'll have a different cast because everybody I haven't looked into it. I just know they announced some of the casting earlier this week, and I believe Donnie posted it in Decade of Horror in the Discord. So
that doesn't sound like something I want to watch. Can I kill the cast off as I watch the movie?
I was going to say, is it a choose your own adventure?
Why the fuck I want to watch that?
Are they going to pull an animated Batman Death of the Family movie?
Oh, that was awful, by the way. I tracked that down.
I know.
Very terrible movie.
Yeah.
It was awful. We were talking about that so long. I was like, I can't remember like seeing this. And I remember I actually stopped watching it because I got confused when they like cut away from the movie, like the first story, right? They went back to the conversation. And I was like, oh, this is the crap that they were talking about.
It only works on the Blu-ray version of it.
Yeah,
where you have to
I had it on Max and I wasn't able to do any of the choices. I just watched it like a little bit. I didn't finish it. I valued my time more because you all.
Yeah, if you
Convince
do
me it's
not
not
have
worth
the
it.
Blu-ray version of that movie, it makes the choices for you, and it's really disjointed and fucking terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Death in the Family is a stupid fucking story, anyways, considering it was entirely fucked over by one guy calling in repeatedly.
Yeah.
Do you know this story?
I
One
don't
guy.
think so.
One guy hated
for the
Jason Todd so much that he rigged a phone line to call in and vote kill him every day.
yeah, you
You know
did
what?
mention
I
that
respect
before.
it. Some people
I like
hate.
that. I'm like, that's organization right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be like, this bitch gotta go.
Do you
I
like
appreciate
the Quarry's a good game. It's just like
It is.
it does weird things with like, oh, this character can't die yet. They're integral to a decision you have to make later.
They can die only later. They can't die now.
Yeah.
I like the last one of their games. I think it's called the Devil Inside. I think it's called.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the Dark Pictures anthology, which
Yeah.
apparently there's more of those coming. So
Yes, that it's supposed to be one coming this year, but I don't know if it's still coming.
I see.
We'll see. But I like the Dark Picture anthology games. They're pretty fun and entertaining.
You know what else is coming this year? Lollipop Chainsaw, which we finally.
Oh, yeah, that.
we finally got a date for September 25th. I'm very excited. And Shadows of the Damned Remastered is coming too. I don't know when though. They haven't put a date out for that yet.
I love that game. Great game. Well, both of those games are great.
Yeah.
All right. Why does everybody keep calling me now? Anyway, what's our next story? Do we have any more stories?
Yeah,
We'll
we've
talk
got
about
our
it.
big story, which is just like pretty much recapping Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, I wasn't too
All
sure
right,
how to
start-
organize this, so I just put a couple links out there to Summer Game Fest and the Xbox Showcase. And my particular favorites, from what I remember, is Star Wars Outlaws, Black Myth, Wukong. I will not be buying the $400 stupid edition. Doom, The Dark Ages, and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind, which looks kind of like Shredder's Revenge, but with Power Rangers.
Yeah, I saw that. That I did see. It looked really good.
Yeah.
Let me.
Doom the Dark Ages looks really good. I'm super excited.
Captain America shield with a chainsaw blade. Yes, give me more. I love it.
Give Doom Guy Mjolnir. Give Mjolnir to Doom Guy.
Give him everything. I don't
Yes.
care. He'll make it cool. I also love how like Doom. I remember the one that was supposed to be more like horror based, where you have that one level where it's just like pitch black, and you can either have your flashlight or you could have your weapon out, but you can't have both.
That's
Like-
Doom 3.
Doom 3, right? And I'm very happy that the more recent additions to this franchise have just kind of gone back to basics, fast action.
By the way,
paced,
when they
heavy metal.
re-released Doom 3, they changed
Yeah.
it. You can have both.
Oh, you can have both now. So that just takes out all the tension that level design was supposed to be.
Good, because that tension fucking sucked and it was forced.
Yeah, it was very forced. Absolutely, it was forced as an elevator conversation in a BioWare game. But I did very much
Also,
enjoy.
hey, how many BioWare games have you played? The elevator conversation was in Mass Effect 1. That's it. You don't have conversations in the elevator in the other games. What are you talking about?
I thought there
that
was
was
at least 2 or 3, but it's
That
definitely
was
only
Mass
Mass
Effect
Effect.
1 only.
There's no elevator in Dragon Age.
Yes,
I
there's
mean,
elevator.
there are elevators in Dragon Age, but your characters are usually like a little busy fighting people at the same time.
Okay.
Well, let me read all the games real quick. What they announced, because I got the list in front of me.
Sure.
Yep.
So, you can, of course, you can stop me if it's something you want to talk about. All right, Lego Horizon Adventures, which is the Aloy Lego game, which is on
Yep,
PS5, Switch,
which I'm buying
PC.
for Donnie Pass.
and they said "fuck Xbox." That's how they feel. They literally did. We're putting this bitch on everything except Xbox. Like, all right, fam. All right, we got next up we got No More Room in Hell 2, which is a game from the Left 4 Dead developers. Right?
I have no
That's
idea.
okay.
I've no.
Sure.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know if it's from the Left 4 Dead developers because that's Valve.
It's a Left 4 Dead contender.
There you go. Thank you, Snurts.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say this does not sound like a Valve game.
I have not watched this, and based off of your reactions, you guys both probably have watched it and didn't give a fuck about none of this stuff.
I have watched Jeff Keighley's show twice.
Oh wow.
Twice.
Yes, twice. Once because I watched Ray Narvaez Jr. react to it, and then a second time I went back and watched Kind of Funny react to it because I wanted to see Kind of Funny's reaction to that stupid fuck off mobile ad that's got the big cast with Will Arnett and Chris Hemsworth and Christina Ricci in it.
All right, let's keep going.
I watched recap videos while playing Forbidden West, so that's
So you
about.
definitely didn't watch it.
I totally missed this one.
Good job.
Yep.
So we got a Harry Potter Quidditch champions.
Yeah.
What the fuck that is? I don't care about
It's
that.
that stupid game that they played in the series with the brooms and the ball and the things.
Yeah.
Oh, which is also, by the way, fucking launching on PlayStation Plus day one. By the way, they don't even gloss over this in the show. It's literally at the bottom of the fucking trailer, and then it speeds by.
Yeah, we cool on that.
I think
Next
that's going
up-
to be for hardcore fans only. And
It's gonna be for fucking no one because apparently people have come out and said, "Hey, I play tested this and it runs like ass."
There you go.
There you go. Next up, Cuff Bust.
It looks so cute. I love it. It reminds me of like the Happy Little Elves, like old violent cartoon of some kind. Like
You mean Happy Little Tree Friends?
Tree Friends. Thank you. Happy Little Elves is the Simpsons. I was getting them mixed up.
Happy
Yeah,
Little Elves, Keebler Elves, same thing.
but I liked the trailer. I thought it was great. I don't know what the game's like, but it looks fun and cute.
What, the one where they're like breaking out of prison?
Breaking out of prison.
That's the whole game. Is you're
Is it
breaking
just-
out of prison.
Find a spoon, dig a hole.
Yeah.
All right,
Made by one guy, by the way, Delvin. If you didn't know, it's one guy.
that's cool. All right,
His
next
previous game was Choo Choo Charles.
Okay, I know what that is. Next up, Star Wars Outlaw shows the homie Lando. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yes. Star
Lando
Wars
is fantastic. Bring it on.
Yes,
You
Star
goddamn
Wars
space
Outlaws
pirate.
looks really good.
yes.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love the idea of playing a Star Wars game that's not a Jedi focus. And I don't get me wrong. I like the Jedi Sith stuff. But even if some people are kind of poo pooing and it's like, oh, it looks like what were they saying, like Uncharted, but with Star Wars. I don't care. I'm all in.
Is that a bad thing?
That's what I'm saying. Like, some people were complaining, but I feel like it's the same
Uncharted,
people
like an
who just like to
award-winning
complain.
game.
Right.
Speaking of Uncharted, by the way, confirmed today, Uncharted 2 movie with Mark Wahlberg is absolutely happening.
Oh
We have to
man,
confirm that. We don't.
I'm
need
so
that shit.
happy. I can finally rest now. My long fight and struggle is over. I'm getting Uncharted 2, the movie. What the fuck? Dalvin, we going day one?
No. Niva was announced from the creators of the game Grease, which was a really good game. So that's another.
Wasn't really announced. It was more of a check-in. They announced it last year.
Well, there we go. I don't care. Civilization. I can't speak now.
Civilization 7.
Civilization 7 has been
Yeah.
confirmed. It's coming to PC and consoles next year. Probably not Xbox because people like fuck Xbox.
Have you all
Who
ever get into
cares?
Civ? I've never gone into it.
Fuck Civ. Fuck it. It's the most boring RTS ever. I'm sorry. It's terrible. Wow.
Hey,
All
they came
the
out with fire.
All the
Man.
Civ nerds gonna get at you.
Oh, I'm quaking in my boots. Let them just not have modern civilization.
They're gonna type in their PCs really angry emails at you.
Oh, I'm so scared.
You're gonna hear the clack of the keys. It's gonna be extra
They're
violent.
Yeah.
gonna send angry emails to me. Oh no, is that any different than the fucking idiots who are still doing it months later? No.
No, all right. What else we got next?
Wukong.
let's see. Oh yeah, we got Black Myth Wukong. Is that how you say it? Wukong.
Yep.
It's Black Myth Wukong, yes. And my favorite part about this is that there was literally like no gameplay in the trailer. It was just the dude walking up a mountain.
Yeah,
That's
that
awesome.
trailer sucked. I found some gameplay.
They've shown gameplay before, but I don't know why this trailer was like. I don't know why it was there really. All it did was show him walking up a mountain,
Yeah, slowly.
looking at 4 giant creatures,
Mhm,
pull a
mhm.
weapon out of his ear, which
Badass.
sure, man. And literally, then it just showed the release date, and that was it. Like that was the
So-
trailer. There was
Game of the year.
Wukong the Monkey King is one of my favorite mythos. I'm a big fan of the Myths and Legends podcast. So if anybody is into this kind of stuff, I recommend giving them a shot. And he has a very fun power set that's super wild. So that little like toothpick that he pulled out of his ear is his staff that he can have grow to any size that he desires. In the mythology, there's weird stuff where like he can like take his monkey fur off and it will clone like little monkey versions of him to help fight. He's a wild character who takes on really big story beats.
it can grow to any size.
It can
That's
grow to
gonna
any
make
size.
A lot of people happy.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
All you have to do is work the shaft and it will grow.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Haley,
Yeah.
thank you for your restraint too, because your hand was up for a solid like 30 seconds while I was blah, 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 blah. And he's like, no, I have a good dick joke. I have a good dick joke.
Hi,
So I,
hey,
open
look,
world-
man, I couldn't make these jokes at work today with my coworker because my boss was like, "Hey, you're doing ends, go do them," and I was like,
Whoa! What's going on at your job?
were you doing 2 ends at the same time? Because that can be tricky.
yes."
So- That sounds like a hell of a time. Hey, you're doing hands like whoa, boss.
Thanks,
No, I
boss.
was, my boss was like, so we were doing a Dollar Tree today, and my boss needed someone who would remember
whole
that
store?
like this. Yes, the whole store, Dollar Tree. Yes.
A lot of people.
There were like 23 of us. Anyways,
It's called an orgy.
Jesus.
yeah, it is. My boss needed someone to do end caps that would remember that for the side panels it's shelf 98, and for the JTAGs it's 99. So that's why he had
Okay.
me do them. So-
Yeah, that's hilarious. My God.
Uh-huh,
We're back,
yeah.
baby.
We're back.
So-
Open world survival game, Once Human, comes out July 9th. What the hell is Once Human?
a Delvin ass game is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Look it up right now. Look it up while we're talking.
Let me look it up right now. Once Human. Oh, this looks kind of badass.
Yeah.
I kinda
It's
dig this.
it looks like a Delvin ass game. I believe there's a demo for Steam Next Fest right now.
Okay, I will try this.
The bus with the arms and
My
that's
favorite
looking
word.
Weird.
Post-apocalyptic future.
Yep.
Getting down. I like that. Like that.
Yeah, that's always a fun environment for
Post-apocalyptic.
games and movies.
All right. So next up we got Metaphor. That's the game that's
That's the
like
game
Persona.
that Delvin Jr. is gonna bombard me for months about, probably.
Yeah, it's Persona. That's
Yeah.
all it is. It's Persona. Let's call it what it is. It's Persona.
It is.
You-
It is
you can put it
absolutely
in-
Persona.
Any name you want to put on it, it's just Persona. Let's call it what it is. All right. MetaQuest 3 has a Batman Arkham Shadow game, which is cool, but why are we getting Batman games on everything except for goddamn PS5?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, here's my favorite part. I saw a bunch of people reacting to this, and they were all super duper excited that it was announced for VR, and they were going, "Ah!"
I mean, that's how I
Fucking
feel about a lot
Suicide
of these.
Squad.
Yeah, no, that's terrible. Anyway, it's a lot of my reaction to a lot of these games. Oh, that looks interesting. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to play as Dick Grayson? No, not really. Well,
I
too
mean,
bad. Here you go.
I mean, hey, I had a good time with Gotham
I was
Knights.
just
The
gonna
story
say.
sucks ass, though.
Yeah.
The story is ass, but the combat's fun.
Yeah.
Glad you had fun with Dick.
We just got so spoiled with that Arkham trilogy.
I had fun with Dick and Bab. There you go.
Oh,
Doing both ends again. Back to both ends.
We
That-
back,
See,
baby.
my favorite part about that joke is literally, unless you're a Batman fan, you're not gonna get that joke. You're literally not getting that joke.
Yes.
I think somebody
All right.
can put one and one together.
Hey, ask Bruce Timm how that worked. Just that's what I gotta say about that.
Why are there so many more goddamn games they show?
That's what I was gonna
Dude,
say, man.
there were
I was like, you really
45
want to go
games.
through all these?
Look here. I'm just gonna read through them real quick.
Yeah.
Don't stop me unless it's something important. Don't even start talking about every goddamn game. All right. Tears of Metal. Y'all care about that? No? Let's keep moving on. Dragon Ball Sparkling 0. That looks cool.
Yeah, sure.
Keep moving on. Delta Force. Hawk Ops. The fucking whatever. Fatal Fury,
Yeah.
City of Wolves. That's awesome. Cool. Battle Crush. Don't know what the fuck that is. Mecha Break. That sounds like it's just two names put together. Bloomhouse Games. I think I saw that. I think Donnie
Yes.
said it.
So Bloomhouse Games came out, and they not only did they announce one game, they announced like 7 at once.
Like we got a
Oh,
whole
wow.
bunch of shit working on, and all of it's scary as fuck. I'm like, oh, I'm here for this. This looks great.
yeah.
I mean, that
I like
makes sense for them to make that jump into gaming. They're well known in the horror genre.
I mean, I don't know if you also saw, but a Quiet Place game was announced today. So
I did not see that.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
No,
I
I'm
wonder-
like mobile.
What if they like have you talking into the mic, right? And then that's when the bad guys come and get you, right? You made a noise.
No,
Yeah.
no. You'll be the kid standing on the bridge playing with the fucking toy that the parents gave him batteries for. Fucking
kid had-
dumbass.
No one liked that
They-
kid. That's what you don't
I hate
understand.
that kid so much.
No one
That's
did.
what they
No one
want.
liked him. He was
They want that
sacrificed.
kid to die.
Yeah, they're like, we're running out of canned tuna. Let's get rid of this guy.
You're
Fuck
in a
that kid.
you're in a world where it's like, hey, we can't make noise. Let's give this toy batteries.
Right.
Fuck.
Most annoying space age like toy with the lights and everything.
All right, what else we got? We got trying to go down some more of this list. The Power Rangers game we talked about a little bit earlier. Looks awesome. Great.
Yep.
Deer and his boy, a deer and a boy. Looks pretty cool. I saw this. You want to talk about this for a
Yeah,
little bit?
it does look good. I think this might have been that one game. It's announced a while back with a different name. It was also a deer game, like with a deer lit up.
Okay. I forgot what you're talking
It
about.
was announced at an Xbox show, I think a couple years ago. But I don't know if this is the same game with the name changed.
Okay. Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance it's got a new trailer.
Don't
The first one
care.
was supposed to be really good.
The first one was also really controversial for a myriad of reasons.
I don't remember anything about it. I remember
My favorite thing about the controversy for that game was we wanted a realistic depiction of Europe in the 1500s, so there's no black people in our game. And I was
Oh.
like, motherfucker, are you stupid?
Yeah. Africa
Nice.
didn't exist yet in the year 1500.
Oh, yeah.
That's- yeah. Wow. Slitherhead gets November release date.
I
What
watched this trailer and I have absolutely zero clue what was happening the entire time.
Did Kojima make it?
It is not Kojima, but it is like it's from the creator of Silent Hill, I think.
Okay. It's piqued my interest now. All right, let's keep moving.
You should absolutely watch the trailer for it later, Delvin.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the bean game.
Yeah, the bean game.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving on.
Killer Bean. the game is called Killer Bean, but really you're a pair of testicles.
Yeah, the ball game.
They're out for
Ice Age one.
revenge.
Karn, the climbing game from the creators of Fury and Haven.
A trailer
Yeah.
that featured a lot of screaming for some reason, but nothing to like scream about.
So, Wonder Stop is the Stanley Parables creators' take on Stardew Valley. Y'all know about this one?
Yes, and it looks good, and it's got a twist to it as well. It's not just like a Stardew Valley type game.
Okay. Unknown 9 Awakening.
What?
Unknown.
Move on. ENOTRIA, the last song gets a trailer. I know about this one.
Nope.
Nope. The First Descendants, July 2nd.
I have a friend who played the beta for this, and I think it's going to be a grind fest. So,
Mhm.
Fuck that. Some Among Us stuff got announced. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Sonic.
hold
X Shadow
on.
Generation.
It was not Among Us stuff that got announced. It was the studio that makes Among Us announcing that they've sponsored a bunch of indie game developers to make their own indie games.
That's great. Congratulations. That's awesome. Let's keep moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Among Us people. I'm not talking about this nothing more. Sonic X Shadow Generations launches. My son's very happy about that one.
I was gonna say Delvin Jr. is real fucking excited, isn't he?
Yeah, I am not. So let's move on. Dune Awakening. Oh, Snurch, you care about this game?
No, I was just gonna say I just want to play like for like 5-10 minutes, do a couple levels, and then put it away. Because it does give me some Dreamcast vibes, and I did like a few of the levels. Yeah, of the Sonic Dreamcast game. There was like the level that looked like it was in San Francisco, or there's a Shadow level when he's in the jungle.
So for $60, you can play it for 10 minutes, Nuts.
Yeah, I think I'll look for it in my local library.
I keep forgetting to do that. Dune Awakening is coming out apparently. I don't.
A game where it asks the seminal question: what if the protagonist of Dune was never born? That's
so this is
what the game is.
So this is like the Walking Dead Destiny's game.
Maybe. I don't know. There was literally no gameplay shown. It just asks what if Paul Atreides or whatever his fucking name is was never born.
I thought it was like instead of being a male, it was a female, and that like changes everything because of they're not the Jedi, but whatever.
I hope that's not the
question. But the question is, what if Paul was never born?
Right.
And then they spurned into what if it was a woman, or what if this? Like it was a mother.
Yeah, okay.
What if Paul has a vagina?
Yeah, exactly. Because that gives
what if
a different
Paul has a
voice
vagina? Cool, he's still a man as far as I'm concerned. So his name.
Oh my god!
If that's how Paul identifies, cool.
Good
no
for Paul.
Still Paul.
I don't know. I'm not playing.
Hey man, we're back and making the innuendo.
Yes, Battle Aces is an RTS game for everyone. No,
okay, hold on.
Not.
Also, my favorite part of this was everybody watching the trailer going, "This looks cool as fuck," and then the guy got on stage and was like, "Here's our gameplay," and it was an RTS, and everyone was like, "Oh."
Yep.
See, that keeps happening. Like you get these cool cinematics, and all of a sudden you find out what the game is really about, and you're just like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, not doing that. The finals is going to Kyoto on June 13th. What the fuck does that mean? That's that game?
Okay, the finals is that like extraction shooter free-to-play game that released a while back. They're getting a new map, but it's not just Kyoto. It's Kyoto in like the 1500s.
Oh, okay.
So.
I wouldn't know the difference. We came on last week. Like, okay, I don't know. Alan Wake we already talked about.
Alan Wake is very good. Also, I do want to say it was very funny to see Sam Lake come out on stage and do his little dance and then go, I think that's enough of that. He literally was like, this is the only way they'll let me come out on stage now, is if I dance, monkey dance.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Shouldn't accept that. New World Eternium.
Oh,
what is that?
Yeah. Okay, so it's an expansion for New World, but alongside of it, it was announced that New World is coming to consoles.
I don't know what New World is.
It's an MMO by Amazon.
Oh, I'm cool. Hyper Light Breaker coming early access later this summer.
Yeah, looks cool.
Good for them.
Yeah. Party Animals is getting a cart mode.
Who cares?
EA's lying. We're still working on Skate 4. They're lying their ass off anyway.
Hey, man. Hey, I signed up for console playtesting.
They're lying.
Yeah, aren't they doing an MMO like Skate?
What? Skate? So, yes, the Skate game will be free to play. It's basically just like a huge open world. So,
I don't know if that's going to be good or not.
It's not.
That's all Skate was. The story was never the fucking point in Skate.
Yeah, no, I mean, I never played skate, but I played Tony Hawk, and it's not like a plot there. But I just imagine a bunch of people skating in an open map, or how would this work?
So the way this is completely different from the way that multiplayer used to work in Skate, which was they would section off a corner of the map and you would do objectives in that area. This you're gonna be able to go wherever you want here, and it's like a huge open world in the city of San Vansterdam, which is they've always had weird weird names for their cities all through this fucking thing, like San Vanalona and shit like that.
They have like a program where you throw in 3 cities and it gives you a combination name of the 3, because that's what it sounds like.
Basically. Anyways, like Skate has always been about, hey, we have a more realistic skate like trick control system. Okay. Go nuts, film your lines, put them online. That's what the game has always been about. It's never really been about the story. It's been it's more been about, hey, set up your line how you want, film it, do whatever, post it online, people will share it, like it. With Skate 3, people were even able to build their own custom skate parks and you could download them. So
it's more like a simulation than like the arcadey feel of the Tony Hawks.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Gotcha.
All right, let's move on. Power World got a patch. They added some shit to it. Go play Power World.
Woo-hoo.
Exactly. 4 years after releasing on PC, Valorant is coming to PS5 and Xbox Series S,
and will not have gyro aiming on console because Xbox does not have it, and they do not want PlayStation players to have an advantage.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Don't care.
It's basically motion aiming.
I know nothing about this game.
It's in Horizon, by the way. You can turn gyro aiming on in.
No, I know what gyro aiming is. I'm talking about Valorant. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh, it's basically like a 5v5 hero shooter, but there's no response. So when you die, like you're out for the round.
Oh, cool! Another one. Let's just add those 5-player hero shooters.
You brought up this point on PSVG. This basically like fucks Concord like right away. Like this is coming console.
Concord fucked themselves.
Yeah, Rule 34.
Yeah, Rule 34. Yeah. Hey, there's hot sauce and everything. Don't ask questions.
Oh, hey, yeah. Do not use sauce in your fucking. That's not going to go well for you.
No, it is not.
That's how you get a yeast infection.
As someone who's made their own hot sauce and then forgot to wash their hands, it ends poorly.
Either way, you're not supposed to use condiments there. Let's just.
Well,
I don't know. Slap some mayo on it.
Mayo.
Sure. You do you, sir. You do you. Let me know how that works out.
Some Duke's hot sauce.
Dukes. No Dukes on the dick.
Yeah.
So glad we got to talk about games.
Yeah, you got one more, I guess. Monster Hunter Wilds confirms crossplay for all platforms first.
Monster Hunter World was fun. Wilds was fun. Are we gonna do the Xbox show or what?
I don't know.
Do we care about the Xbox show?
I mean, I cared about a lot of stuff at the Xbox show.
Let me rephrase that. Do they care about the Xbox show?
I mean, we already talked about the cool ones, Dragon Age, Doom.
I mean,
I guess we could talk about Assassin's Creed. That looks like fun.
Yeah. I'm excited for, yeah. I'm excited for that. Life is Strange, very good.
Sure, yeah.
Life is Strange looked good, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, I want to talk about Xbox, and they're like,
well, I mean, the only ones that I really watched was the Dragon Age, Black Ops.
Okay, but hold on, Snurts. Did you watch which Dragon Age trailer did you watch? Did you watch the gameplay or the character reveals?
I think the gameplay, and it was kind of on the background. I haven't really watched it too closely
because the gameplay video is about 20 minutes long and it's very good. So
absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't like gameplay videos. I want to I'm not really into gameplay videos because I feel like I just want to like experience it when I experience it. I guess like a small like portion, like here's 2 minutes of gameplay. Like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't want to. Anything longer than 2 minutes, I don't want to watch.
The gameplay reveal was happening regardless, but it was super helpful because when people saw the original Dragon Age character reveal trailer, they were like, "What the fuck is this MCU bullshit?" To which I respond, "Have you seen any Dragon Age trailer ever? BioWare sucks at character trailers. I'm just Like, they're not good. Like,
I've
BioWare
kinda-
makes incredible RPGs, but marketing their characters has always been terrible for them.
I can see how gameplay trailers are useful for some people, but I tend to side with Delvin if it's any more
I
than
mean,
10 minutes.
I knew what the gameplay of Dragon Age was going to look like. I just wanted to watch Dragon Age, and we got a huge story bit there as well in the beginning. So
Yeah, I mean, it's I want to see some of the gameplay just to know what I'm getting into. But I there is a way where you can combine the two, where you kind of show the shiny, trailers and cutscenes and play with gameplay, versus having a monkey man walk up a hill really slow.
Yeah, I agree. All right, is there anything else we'll talk about with this thing?
I'm curious how excited you are for Assassin's Creed, Delvin.
Looks awesome. Looks really, really good. Kind of excited for it. I'm excited for it. Looks really cool. I can't wait to play it and complain about why is this game so goddamn long.
They've said it's going to be about the size of Assassin's Creed Origins.
Okay, that doesn't help the situation, Haley. Origins is long.
It was 30 to 50 hours. That's it.
All right. I will take
This
your
actually
word for
might
it.
get me into an Assassin's Creed game again. Because the last one, as I talked about before, was Black Flag. So
Hey, man, I have over 800 hours if you combine Valhalla and Odyssey, okay?
no, I know you're a big fan, absolutely.
Yes.
But it might be time, and I love the setting of this
Hey,
particular
Yarden,
story,
the
and
answer-
having two different characters to play for. It seems fun.
Fuck, he beat me to my own fucking punchline. I literally was like, the answer is all of them.
God damn it, y'all. Stop beating Haley to her jokes.
Yeah. I can't wait to play
Uh,
Gears of War on my PlayStation 5.
Hey, man, I'll fucking buy all of them. Put them all on there. I'll buy them all again.
Goddamn right, Steve Life. Let's make shorter games great again.
Nah, fuck them. Give me the longer games. I love them.
Can we
I
put this
want
on
them
a hat?
all. I want
Can you
them
put this on a hat, Steve Life, and run for office?
all. Maybe a burgundy hat.
Yeah. Maybe get convicted of some crimes or something.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of effort.
By the way,
You gotta
that's,
get convicted
that's
of
my
crimes
favorite
first.
fucking thing. Oh, you're convicted of a crime. You can't vote, but you can hold the highest office in the land.
Yeah.
Damn right. That's
I'm actually-
motherfucking America. I'm proud of it.
I'm reading this one book right
Christ.
now about a guy who was in the Socialist Party during World War I and ran for president from jail. Debs, I think his name is. I should know it. I've only read 2 chapters, so, but it's very
Isn't Tiger
fascinating.
King running for like president too?
Oh, is he?
I think he is running for
Who?
president. The Tiger
Who?
King.
Tiger King.
Oh, you know who else is running for president? Vermin Supreme. I've
These people
already
come out of
told-
the woodwork. I know.
No,
The guy
no,
with the
but
hat.
I told you about this guy. It's the guy who wears the boot on his head.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who's been running for president for like all my life, apparently.
Yeah.
This is probably his best chance of winning.
My favorite part is that.
What if he just
when I
shows up?
When I told you about this, Delvin was like, "That's not a presidential candidate. That's
So what if this crackhead just shows up to the White House on day 1 with a button that says "I'm the president" and everybody believes him and they let him take the
hey,
job?
man. Hey,
I'm from the streets. I know a base head when I see one.
Yeah.
That's a motherfucking base head. Can't tell me the difference.
Hey, man, you know who should be president? Frisk, after he's cleared of the murder charge against Rebecca.
I don't even. That went so far over my head.
I'm not going to say what I want to say.
Okay, so my favorite
I'll
part about
definitely
this
get in trouble.
is there's a clip in the Discord in the show clips channel. It's called Frisk Tries to Murder Rebecca. If you click on it, Frisk was just sitting in Rebecca's arms while they were recording Shaq yesterday, and just all of a sudden turns his head 90 degrees upwards and bites Rebecca on the neck.
Oh, I see. Oh wow.
And
So we have
and
another cat
millions of
incident.
Guys and women got extremely jealous of a cat.
Oh. Necking with the kitty. I like how the. I like how the show.
So my
we just-
favorite part about this is that Delvin is now courting death because you know damn well Rebecca is gonna dish it back out to you.
Cat was wild.
I cannot
just-
believe that
I
you
saw that. I was like, what the
did
fuck is
that.
going on in the show?
I think this is part of the
Get back and
entertainment.
protect Rebecca. This cat's trying to murder her.
It's part of the entertainment, though. Donnie gets like jumped, by the cat with the water
Yeah.
spilling and everything like that. And,
And suddenly Frisk just goes chomp.
yeah. Cats are weird like that, man. They'll be chilling, and all of a sudden they freak the fuck out.
Yeah. It's a fun time though.
Yes. All right, we got some questions, comments, concerns to go before we get out of here.
Yes.
All right, let's go with the first one, I guess. Our first question is from Jackie G. What other PlayStation franchises should receive a Lego game? We'll do it like this. Each one of us will give one answer.
Okay.
And the caveat to this is we can't give the same answer.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be your caveat.
Yes. So, Haley, you go first, then you go Snurts, then I'll go last.
Okay. I am saying God of War.
Damn.
Good answer.
Now I gotta think harder. I feel like Ghost is the easy answer because it's right there.
Okay.
So I guess Ghost of Tsushima. Let's go for that.
Okay. That's also a good answer. I was
Yeah,
gonna pick-
I just think it's boring.
it'll be pretty fun. I was going to pick The Last of Us. No, I'm going to pick The Last of Us. I think The Last of Us in Lego 4 would be hilarious.
Sure.
Why?
They can make it super cutesy.
Well, yeah, but they also do Lego games, even now that they do talking, still pull a lot of visual gags. So like it would have a lot of jarring humor to it.
That one scene with Joel would be hilarious in Lego 4. I don't want to say no more, but I just got that picture in my head and I just burst into laughter.
Yeah, I agree with Yarden. We should get the Gears of
Yarden.
War Lego game. Absolutely.
That'd be cool.
Hey man, they made a Gears of War Funko Pop game.
I would also like a Halo Lego game
Which
if
I
that doesn't
wanted
exist
today.
already.
They made it. It wasn't what it was supposed to be. That
Yeah,
game
it was also mobile only, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
No one watches Halo. No one plays Halo. Halo's dead.
Aw. I still play Halo. I'm looking forward to coming I don't care if it's the old edition and it's a stupid ripoff. I'll probably buy it if it's Combat Evolved. Play those
when
level
it comes
3,
on
4, and
PS5,
5. Yeah.
and people talk about how amazing it is. Give it a 10
Yeah.
out of 10. That PlayStation bump, baby.
Finally, people are going to start playing Halo for the first time.
All right. Our next question from Terps fan. If Astrobot becomes PlayStation's mascot, where does that leave Sackboy in Little Big Planet? That leaves Sackboy in the sack.
That I think honestly leaves Sackboy hung from a noose in the tree out front of Astro's yard.
Jesus.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, look, man, one of the collectibles in Astro's playroom is literally Sackboy being operated on.
Wow.
Now I like this idea that there's a feud between the two and that they're just going to do terrible things to each other's characters in their respective video games.
I mean, I think there could be a place for both, but honestly,
Of course they could.
I don't know that PlayStation thinks that.
Well, if
Yes,
Astro
you-
makes a gajillion dollars, then maybe they'll look at Sackboy and be like, hey, we got other platformers.
Okay, but Sackboy didn't do well, is the point. Like, the last Sackboy game did not sell well at all.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there'd be like an Astro bump. Like people are, oh, I forgot platforming was cool. Which would
But you
not
know,
be me.
Little Big Planet itself is platforming, but it's
Yep.
also like creation. It's very different than Astrobot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because of the creating the levels and whatnot.
See, the reason the last Sackboy game didn't sell is because they took the creation aspect out of it. It was just a straight platformer where you play as Sackboy.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
While
All right,
it's
yeah,
cool, it's not the same. It's very different.
Yeah.
gotcha.
You take the creation aspect out of it, it's just a fun but generic.
Yeah, you take the
Platformer
creation
game.
aspect out of it, and it's just a platformer where the thrill of it is essentially you're a little felt doll, and everything around you like super big and enlarged.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Our final question for the day. I'll let you read this one, Snurts.
So this one comes from my good friend who I mentioned on the last pod. Brenton stole Snurt's job, Cossack. Last episode, Delvin, I gave a story about how Brenton got to work on God of War 3 and I did not because we were gunning for the same job and he had a better connection than I did. So because we were desperate for questions, I hit him up and was like, give me something, anything. And he asked, is Sony the fanciest gaming company? So are we pinkies up? Are we donning the fine attire, lighting up the Candelarias and all that kind of stuff?
I
Are
think
we the
Sony thinks
fanciest? Yeah, that's what 100%.
Sony thinks they're a video game Apple. They really do.
yeah, yeah.
I can see it now too, where they like are only using IKEA furniture, but they think they're using like the top end stuff, right? Like they think it's the fanciest shit ever, but their glasses are still plastic. You know, it's still it's a plastic wine.
PS5. It's $600.
Yeah,
you're gonna pay it. Why are we gonna play it? Because you're gonna pay it. Like, no, that's not how that works.
Here's our virtual reality set. Another $600.
Yeah, they overprice everything. Like, we're gonna pay it because we're PlayStation.
Yeah.
Why? Because fuck you. That's why.
Yeah, why? Because fuck you. That's why.
Because I always considered Xbox like we're the extreme, you know, like we're Xbox, yeah, Mountain Dew. Yeah. And then Nintendo is just like off doing Nintendo. Nintendo does its own thing.
Nintendo is the fun console. Nintendo's like your fun uncle.
Yeah.
Like their fun uncle, kooky uncle who's gonna do cool things and stuff. And like, hey, let me show you Star Wars. Like, oh, that's cool. Thank you, uncle.
And then everything looks kind of like cutesy and you're not too sure about it, but then you eat the food and it's amazing. And you're like, where'd you get this like amazing mashed potatoes and steaks, uncle?
Yeah.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes!
Yeah, he's a cool uncle.
I'm
what
sorry,
is that from? What is that? I didn't realize it was going to trigger a mashed potato shout out.
It's from a really old clip of golf where a guy is making like a 100-yard golf shot, and as the ball flies across the screen, you can just hear someone in the background shouting mashed potatoes. I will send it to you later. It is.
I'm quite sure because it's golf. They had that person's shot.
Yarden, I didn't know who Buzz really Killington was, but it's been a while since I've seen Family Guy. But yeah, that throw a PlayStation 5 logo on top of that hat, and I think we're good to go.
Buzz Killington.
Let me look up Buzz Killington.
It looks pretty funny.
Yeah,
see? Yes. He's going to be like...
Okay, hold on. I did not know who this is. Hold on.
So Buzz is going to crack open the PBR, and he's going to pretend that it's the best thing ever. And he's like, I do say good man.
I do say good man. Do you have those teraflops?
Yes.
We have PBR over here.
Do you need more hard drive space? Well, fuck off with that. You're going to have to get a new SSD. I don't know why you got Australian all of a sudden. Accents are hard, folks. Yes,
you still ain't find Buzz?
No, I found it. It was
no, she's in a rabbit hole now. She's just like going down the Killington hole.
No. I'm trying
to Buzz Killington rule
34. The numbers.
No, I'm trying to get you the fucking mashed potatoes video.
Oh, very important things. I gotta get that mashed potatoes video. I don't know if I'm gonna sleep tonight.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. I've got it. I am now sending it to both of you.
All right, I'll check it out afterwards.
All right. What a perfect time to end this show. Thank you guys for listening. I don't know. I don't do the thing that I do when I cut off the show abruptly because I forgot how to do it. It's been a while.
Welcome back, Delvin.
Be kind.